Okay, I'm with Ankita Gupta. She's with Tata Consulting Services, but what we wanted to speak to her about is a project of hers which is called M Krishi. And so I'll just pass you on to her. Ankita, thanks for taking the time out.
Thank you.
Can you just tell us a little bit about the background to what's the name of the project and what it is?
Okay. See, the name of the project is M Krishi. M stands for mobile and Krishi stands for agriculture. So how this project started was we found there is a significant gap between the information that's disseminated to the farmers currently and the information which is actually required by them. So, there was a particular need of making it personalized. For example, the farmers who are sitting there into the villages have very specific questions. For example, what should I sow? Or what seed should I grow? So that, my produce is good and I get better market linkages, better prices. But, when you take these questions to an expert, he doesn't have access to the kind of environment he's exposed to while, doing his farming practice. So, from the expert side, there is again a gap of information about the farmer who actually requires the information. So, when you start looking into it, we found that this gap could be bridged with, say, a very device which is called mobile phone. Because though there has been a significant infrastructure limitation in a developing country, but fortunately we have a very good mobile networks all across. So that is how we are trying to bridge the gap where the entire environment of the farmer, included his static and dynamic information, gets transferred to the expert who gives personalized advice to the farmers.
Okay, so you have farmers that can request information about what to sow or whatever the crop, what the best practices are in farming. Now, how do they request the information?
See, it's there's a very unique way of addressing this problem in an Indian context because people, they are semi-literate or number literate. So, keying information through SMS becomes a limitation. So, what we have innovated is we have asked farmers to record their query using a mobile handset. So it's like a voice transfer from mobile handsets to the console of the experts. It gets recorded there and then it is addressed by the farmer, by the experts who are sitting at the other end of the, any part of the country because it's all web hosted.
So a farmer records his query, which might be what should I do? How does he send that? Or
he sends it over the data channel of the telecom operator.
Okay, so that's just like via GPRS or whatever it might be. And then it goes to a server, someone hears the message, a human hears it, a human voice records it, and then sends it back, and he gets the thing by mobile.
Exactly.
Right? Okay, and what kind of usage is it getting at the moment?
See, we already have created 3,000 active users who are actually paying for the information.
Okay.
Because when I'm talking about innovation, it was not innovation only which is funded by some government agencies or probably corporates. We wanted it to be self-sustaining. So that's why we demonstrated the value to these farmers during the pilot phase. And then today, 3,000 farmers of a particular region, which we are starting off. We started just a few months back. They have found it valuable and they're paying for it, and which is a very big deal for a developing country where the poorest of the poor is ready to pay for services.
How much are they paying for that?
See, depending on the kind of crops you are growing. For example, if you're growing a horticulture crop, probably you require more expert advice. You require more parameters from your field to be transferred. So it runs somewhere around $2 to $3 per month. While if you're talking about, say, a normal potato grower or you're talking about a wheat grower, it ranges $1 to $1.50.
And the people that are answering the queries, they're based in a call center or something equivalent?
No, that is the uniqueness. You have experts sitting in universities, you have experts sitting in a corporate house who has enough knowledge about the agriculture. So it's something not a very collaborative thing, or it doesn't require an extra infrastructure to be placed somewhere for answering the queries. It's all based on the knowledge a person has and how actively he can participate in providing relevant advice to the farmers.
Are most of the questions, can they be answered in a frequently asked questions type of thing that 80% of them asking is similar?
Exactly. See, approximately, it's agriculture is a cycle. So if you start from initial cycle, there is a specific type of questions coming during specific time. That is when it is a sowing season. So it will be all queries. Most of 80% of it is what seed should I grow? Where should I get the seeds? Now then it comes to the irrigation. Where shall I, what kind of irrigation practice should we follow? So, that kind of question is very time specific. So it can be agriculture, it can be, and when the produce is ready, it's more like market prices.
Okay.
What is the market price in certain part of the country or certain part of the world? Okay. So it's very specific. We are building a knowledge base where we are automating, indexing, structuring this entire information base, so that at one level, when we think we grow to millions of farmers, it automatically answers and it goes away with the expert who is sitting at the end.
And how did you go about getting the farmers to sign up for this? Word of mouth? What was their marketing strategy?
We have reached this market through basically two ways. One is by creating local entrepreneurs into the field who are, you can say marketing managers. And through them we have created a tipping point. And once we believe that once this tipping point reaches and it's heard, word of mouth is the best publicity medium in any rural household. You're very true in that. So we believe that once this tipping point is achieved, this word of mouth would spread, because we have already seen a successful model of public call offices, or which is called PCO in India. Because there was a time in India where calling was a big hassle. There were no telephone lines available in the villages, and then we had this PCO models which got percolated to the lowest level possible today. Within every kilometer you'll find 2 or 3 PCO booths available. So this is how we feel that once the people feel the value of it, they'll approach it and take it to the next level.
Okay, so you have a big team working on this and then developing it, or is this a small pilot project at this stage?
No. Actually, there were phases of this project. So in the first phases, it was a concept paper where just few of them were working on it, say 2 to 3 people. But as we are scaling up, as we are commercializing it, the people are appropriately, brought into this entire ecosystem, and then they start maintaining and supporting it, because it's more like an IPR development. This is a patented technology for TCS.
Okay.
So it's something which needs to be preserved and maintained on a continuous basis.
Okay, so the niches that you're going to focus on is farmers and needing farm information. You're not going to spread it to other sources. I don't know, it could be mechanics or something like this, or
so no, currently we are not looking at it. We are evaluating various business models around it, but we feel the local entrepreneurship is who are the actual beneficiary of this entire ecosystem, because as and when the economics of these local entrepreneurs would improve, the trickle down effect would automatically happen in the entire inclusive growth of India.
And the farmers are paying, how are they paying the $1 to $3 a month? Is it premium rate SMS?
No. Actually, the thing is that this is only for the services part of it.
Okay.
See, for example, he goes to the local entrepreneur. He says that I want to avail this service. So he gets the database built into the system, which is accessible by the experts once he asks a query. So he builds this entire database which is there, and then probably whatever usage charges you have, which is data channel, which is pretty cheap, it's like just 10 paise per KB.
Okay.
So it doesn't bother us too much.
Okay.
So they have to pay the usage charges.
Okay, great. So where can people find out more about this project online?
You can log on to our website www.tcs.com. and you can get information about this project.
TCS.com, as in Tata Consultancy Services.com.
Yeah.
And the name of the project again is?
M-Krishi.
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 Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thanks.